Hi guys, it's Ian from E2A Educate to Accumulate. A very warm welcome back. So it's Monday, the 7th of Feb 2022. It's 1:45 in the afternoon in the UK. So Euro New Zealand, that was the focus overnight. So I actually set an order at the open, got short, then actually closed out this morning, sold it again, closed out, and then sold it for the third time. I'm also looking at Euro Sterling and Euro CAD, so I want to cover those in this video. So let's get to the single currency charts because there's a lot going on this morning. Let's have a quick run through. I'm not going to concentrate on these charts too much. So this is the dollar chart, and I think this is the most important chart with regards to the US dollar. We've got some support levels here and then possibly a bit further to the downside, but I'm not really seeing much in the way of dollar denominated pairs that I really want to get involved in. This is the euro, and this was the reason that I got short in Euro New Zealand at the open. So sold it at the open on my resistance level. It's walked down to support where I've taken some profit, and we're now sort of in the middle, in sort of not no man's land. I think this support will get broken, but I'm also quite willing to add in on another move to the upside, which could possibly form a double top formation. And this is really the chart that's in focus. This is the daily chart, so I am looking for a decent sustained move to the downside in the euro. Now sterling, we had this 5-wave count to the upside. Lucky enough to catch a euro sterling long trade last week. We've completed 5 waves. We've then moved down. We've hit this support level, and that's what's brought euro sterling into the equation. So basically selling euro and then buying sterling. But I believe it'll only be a correction. I don't believe that the medium-term bias has changed for euro sterling, and I still expect it to move higher after a correction to the downside. Swiss franc, like I said, it's been a busy morning. There's a lot of support and resistance levels that we're hitting. So got towards support, it's now at resistance. I'm looking at Swiss yen, but I'm going to publish that trade idea when we get close in the Telegram group. If you're not already in the Telegram group, come and check us out. It's Educate to Accumulate. It's free to enter. CAD. Again, we hit this support level. That was late on Friday. We got into a US dollar against Canadian dollar trade idea to move to the downside, and that's worked out quite well. You can note here that I haven't got anything against these 3 single currencies because I'm not close to them. Aussie, I want to sell into rallies. This is an hourly chart, so I've got a bit of time, if you like, to move to the upside. New Zealand dollar, I love this formation on the New Zealand dollar, and that's why I took the Euro New Zealand trade. So I believe that New Zealand dollar is going to push to the upside, but at the moment really sort of sitting in no man's land. And then the Japanese yen, and similar to the Swiss franc, the Japanese yen is very close to some resistance levels. I think this 8-hour chart is probably going to play out, so we're going to move to the upside. That suggests that we have risk on because we're buying risk currencies. So we're buying the Japanese yen, we're buying the Swiss franc, and that would suggest that's risk off. So we're buying risk assets. We're buying the Japanese yen as a hedge. We're buying the Swiss as a hedge as the indices move to the downside. So basically reflecting that back onto the majors. And like I said, I'm really concentrating still on euro and euro products. So euro CAD, if we get up here, and we've been talking about this for a while, 147.10 area will make a very nice cipher pattern known as a crab formation. So at the moment it's on the watch list, it's amber. I've actually sold small in euro sterling, and I've got an order to add again. What is my level? Where am I short? Let's have a look. Positions. 84.69.7, 84.69 I'm short, so basically around current levels. The prime short entry is where I've put this dotted line, and that's at 84.78. Why is it the prime short entry? Well, if we go back to the euro, so we want to be, well, I want to be selling into euro. Go to the sterling. I want to be buying into sterling. So if I want to be selling euro, buying sterling, I need to be selling euro sterling. If we go to this chart, this was this lovely impulsive move that we had to the upside last week. We've got a resistance level here at 84.78 for a correction to the downside. Let's not get carried away. It's this pattern that I believe will potentially form, and the corrective legs are normally quite choppy. If we go to Euro New Zealand, this was the one that we're talking about. Here's the prime entry, 173.72. I actually got in at the open around about 173.30. Got out when euro hit support this morning, got back in, got out again as it moves to the downside. Like I said, I'm now fading a move all the way up to 173.72 if we get there. Let's have a look at Swiss yen. So again, it's an amber light. We're not in it yet. And I believe this formation is playing out in Swiss yen. So basically bouncing off the support this morning. Remember, we don't really want to be trading BC legs unless they're up towards 88.6%. This could be a BC leg, that could be a BC leg, that could be a BC leg. If we get up towards resistance, then it means we've only got that as a stop loss. And obviously looking at that for potential return makes these patterns quite interesting. But at the moment, like I said, this could go anywhere, the BC leg. So looking at buying this dip down here around about 123.75. If you go to the full FX list, you can see that there's not a great deal on. That is short, or I am short. Short euro New Zealand, short euro sterling, monitoring Swiss yen, monitoring euro CAD. Like I said, the dollar pairs, even though we are getting towards dollar support, it could quite easily break to a new low, and there's nothing really that lines up with dollar hitting this support at the moment. All right, guys, I hope that makes sense. Please join us. If you like the videos, press like, please, on the YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed and you want to see similar videos, then please subscribe. Many thanks.